Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving into DevOps, this increasingly vital approach in the software and IT world. Think of it as a way to really bridge the gap between the folks who write the code, the development teams, and the people who, keep everything running smoothly, the operations teams.
Right.
It's all about better teamwork and ultimately a laser focus on the customer. For this session, we've got some really interesting material from Atlassian that shines a light specifically on the culture that underpins successful DevOps.
Exactly. And you hear a lot about the tools and the agile practices in DevOps. And yeah, those are important.
Sure.
But what Atlassian's insights really emphasize is that the real power, the stuff that leads to significant improvements, it comes down to cultivating the right mindset.
Okay.
Establishing shared routines and building a strong collaborative culture within the organization.
Right. So our goal today, our mission, if you like, is to really get under the hood of what DevOps culture is. Explore why it's become so critical, what the tangible benefits are, what roadblocks you might encounter when trying to adopt it, and some key things to consider if you're thinking about making the shift in your own organization.
Okay, let's unpack this. At its heart, what defines a DevOps culture?
Well, at its core, it's really about creating a much tighter relationship and a shared sense of ownership between development and operations.
Shared ownership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means they both take responsibility for the entire life cycle of a product, from its initial creation all the way through to its retirement.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. And as Atlassian points out, the overarching aim is to align everyone, the people, the processes, and the technology they use towards that unified goal, delivering value to the customer.
So it's not just about, say, using the same project management software. It sounds like there are more kind of fundamental characteristics at play here.
Oh, absolutely. Think about teams that bring together different skills.
Right. And they feel accountable for the entire product journey. These are teams that have the autonomy to make decisions.
Autonomy, okay.
And they embrace a software engineering culture where the practicalities of running the software reliably, well, they're just as important as how it's designed and built. There's this concept, you build it, you run it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And what's fascinating about that is how it directly connects developers to the real-world experience of their users. It fosters a much deeper understanding of their needs.
That's a great point. I mean, if you're the one on the hook for making sure it stays up and running,
Exactly.
you're naturally going to think differently about how you build it in the first place.
Precisely. And woven into all this is a real drive for greater transparency, open lines of communication, and actively breaking down those traditional silos that used to keep development and operations separate.
Right, the old walls.
Yeah.